All right, so you know what? I was just on the Big Island, and I was just on the Big Island this weekend. I was able to educate over 50 Air National Guard on their VA home loan benefit. And you know what? Some of them had used it, a lot of them hadn't. And you know what? There are so many people out there who have not used their VA home loan benefit. I also did a VA webinar this weekend, and I had a lot, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 people attend. That was very, very exciting. But what's going to happen this week? Well, that's super important. There's a lot going on. Obviously, we have Iran, we have Senator Lindsey Graham, may he rest in peace, passing. We have a lot of things going on, but ultimately, at the end of the day, the economy is going to trump everything else that's going on. Right now, we're shwacking Iran, and guess what? Oil prices, they're not really going up. They're pretty steady. Why? Because we've taken out their infrastructure and we are slowly eliminating their ability to harass shipping going through the Strait of Hormuz. Now let's take a look at what's going on economically this week. A lot. Nothing on Monday though. Monday, I don't know why. Monday's a hangover from Sunday, I guess. Tuesday though, we had first thing out, we have the ADP preliminary estimate. So that's their weekly digest on what number of new jobs came about the prior week. And then the big one is the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. That shows the inflation. That's one of the two major inflation reports we get. And last month, the core was at 2.9%. And if it hits 3%, not only it's a psychological thing of going up, it's only 0.1 points, but the psychological aspect of going from in the twos to the threes will definitely not help interest rates. Expectation, though, is that the core inflation will go up, even if slightly. On Tuesday and Wednesday, Fed Chair Warsh will be speaking on Capitol Hill, so that will obviously have some impact on what goes on with regards to rates. What does he say? And you know he's going to get grilled. All right, he's going to get grilled more than that chicken I grilled tonight for dinner. Wednesday, we have the Producer Price Index, and that is the wholesale rate of inflation for the people basically who are providing the goods and services. We also have a New York Empire Manufacturing Index coming out, and Fed Chair Warsh continues to speak on Capitol Hill. Thursday is the typical initial and continuing jobless claims, but we also have retail sales. And retail sales basically is kind of it's a benchmark for what the local yokels like me and you, the James and Joes, are doing with regards to spending money. How much money are we spending on retail items? All right, that will actually have some impact on interest rates as we go into the week. We also have the National Association of Home Builder Housing Market Index. Friday, we have housing starts, building permits, industrial production, and then we have the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index that comes out monthly, and we'll see what they say. Not that I care too much about it, but it has a little bit of impact on what rates are, at least for that day in the short term. But that's the week. Let's take a look at interest rates. As we begin the week, interest rates, tell you what, we're pretty high right now. We ended the week a little higher than where we were at the beginning of the week. Not a lot, thankfully, but still higher. We're 6.64 to 6.85%. So really in a higher range, getting close to that 7%. We definitely don't want to get there. VA, we actually cracked over 6.2 last week, and we stayed. We're at 6.23 as we start the week. Again, every lender's a little different, but this is the average across the nation for VA lenders, about 6.23, 6.2, 6.25%. So that's where we're at. But you know what? So much going on this week. Interest rates are going to move. If you are buying a home, my recommendation to you is lock it in. Let's be safe. And if you're working with the right lender, if rates drop off a cliff, they'll be able to get you into that lower rate later, which is certainly what we do here at the broker. All right, you guys have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Aloha.